So here we go. It is a Wednesday, and we are in Dartmouth, Massachusetts today. And this customer called us out to wire up some mini splits. So right now I'm going to be running an 1.25" spade bit here in reverse. And the reason for that is I don't want to damage or crack any of these shingles. And that's so I can recess the button on the back side of that disconnect. I'm going to be using some CRC clear silicone here. This stuff is great because not only is it a silicone, it's also an RTV. So it's going to last a very long time. I got the 60 amp max pull out disconnect mounted. Everything's nice and level. And as you can see, that's a 10-3, and the reason why I ran a 10-3 there is because the customer used to have an old pool spa in the back, and the wire was abandoned, so I was able to utilize that for the disconnect and save them a little bit of money there. So here on the unit for the comm wires, I like to make all my connections up with these nice Scotch-Lock fork crimp connections. I just think these are superior underneath those lugs. They seem to tighten down better. I like how all the strands are going to go into that fork crimp, and the connection's going to be much better. Here I'm going to be testing the disconnect right here. I got 240 between each leg, and then obviously I tested the other legs. I just didn't show it. And here I'm going to clean up the unit. Get everything nice and wiped down because the area was full of dirt and mud, and I got a little bit on that unit. And here is the finished result. It's a Daikin mini split. These are super high quality and expensive mini splits, so we got to make sure that we protect them with a nice surge suppressor on the units. That's the way I like to do it. It's just going to save that unit from any potential surges. I got everything labeled, circuit number 21 and 23. I got a little 1/2" standoff clip there with some 1/2" Carflex going up into the unit with a 1/2" 90 Carflex connector, and then 2 SJ cord connectors. And you need those SJ cord connectors because you got to make sure that everything is nice and waterproof. A lot of guys will use Romex connectors, and that's not code compliant. Here I'm showing you that on the side of the building, there is also a plug here, so this is going to be your service plug, and this plug was within 25 feet. It was just underneath that tar paper, so you couldn't see it. Here is the other unit that I wired up. This is also another Daikin unit. I got a service plug right here because there was no other plugs within 25 feet. It's a weather-resistant plug, and I came off the panel plug, which had a GFCI in the basement, so I loaded it out of that GFCI. Here I got it labeled circuit number 16 and 18 with another surge suppressor, and then same thing, 1/2" standoff clip there. I also labeled the zones, the first floor unit, zone 1, second floor unit, zone 2. And then I brought my flex right up through their line set with another 90-degree connector. And then I have my other SJ cord connectors. I put some 2-hole clips on there. I put 3 of them just to hold everything nice and neat and tight to the building there. It just looks much more professional. Inside, I'm going to wire up the unit heads on the inside. I'm going to make up all my connections again with some fork crimps. So if any of you guys need some mini splits or any sort of electrical service in the Massachusetts area, give that cell phone number a call or text, and we'd be happy to help you.